Revelation 3790. From the 4th of June 1946. Great grace of direct communication of the divine word. Recognize the great grace bestowed upon you through the direct supply of the divine word at a time when humanity desires the least gifts of grace. God has mercy on people and gives them an extraordinary grace against their will which, however, can only become effective when they give up their resistance. But He constantly gives them the opportunity to make use of His gift of grace, and thus He Himself repeatedly approaches people so that they learn to recognize Him. This is an act of grace which is only comprehensible to you humans if you imagine the exceeding holiness of the one who comes to you who languish in deepest sin. Only that which conforms to Him can approach Him. But God Himself comes to people who are distant from Him. He comes in the disguise of His word and seeks to move them through it to give up their resistance against Him and to change their nature, so that He becomes recognizable to them in all His fullness of strength and grace and they consciously strive towards Him. The divine word is only recognized as such by those who seek Him. The others certainly hear it, but it remains without effect as long as they themselves do not want it to become effective in them. Thus a treasure of grace is available to people in the Word, which they can raise through their own will, and this grace is the evidence of exceedingly great love for people who stand on the edge of the abyss and are heading towards eternal ruin. And in order to stimulate the will to accept His gift of grace, He once again recognizably comes close to them through nature. He expresses Himself in fullest strength and power. He speaks to them Himself through the elements of nature, so that they will then accept His word, which is offered to people from the heavens, without resistance. Then it will not remain without effect, for then the human being's will have become active itself and he will enter into the blessing of the divine gift of grace and his soul will be saved. But blessed are those who do not need this forcible admonition, who recognize His voice in the word conveyed to them through His servants on earth. Blessed are those who strive to live according to His word beforehand and draw closer to Him in order to one day find complete unity with the One who Himself is the Word from eternity. Amen.